Hello, thanks for watching. Friday the 8th of March 2019. A look at the astrology today. Well, we've got the Moon in Aries since yesterday. That was 2027 UTC last night. So it would have been a morning thing Pacific and afternoon thing Eastern. And that persists right through until Sunday. The Moon enters Taurus on Sunday, 7:09 a.m. UTC. And what a day Sunday is actually, because everywhere in USA apart from most of Arizona and Hawaii shift on to daylight saving time on Sunday. Here in UK we don't until the 31st, so there may be 2 or 3 weeks of craziness there in terms of giving times out, but that's only giving times out, and what are times? Nothing too much really. The changes in terms of actually what's happening right this minute and is applying to us today. Lunar Day 3, the third day of the moon cycle. Now, different traditions give different versions of what this means. The Vedic astrology tradition, which is followed in Hinduism and in the countries that follow Hinduism, says that it's really good for getting involved in an active occupation. So if your spirituality is in that direction, that might be very, very good for you. But the European tradition says that this is an inauspicious day and not worth starting anything important. That's the bottom line of Lunar Day 3. Coming up this evening at 21:50 UTC, we have Lunar Mansion number 2, Albutane. Effort, courage, will and energy, conflict. That also means that, and it's an applying aspect, we're not there yet, but this means, generally speaking, today is likely to be good for trade, business, seeking not just a favour, but maybe advancement from authority if you want to ask your boss for something. Not a bad day for that. No promises how that's going to go, but not a bad day for it, really. And also sowing seeds, travelling by land, kind of using newness, basically, bringing new things into being. Less good for love and friendship. Doesn't mean it's bad for that, just less good for it. Not so good for travelling by water either. Great for travelling on land. So that is basically where today is sitting. Let's have a look, though, at where else we're going. The moon right this minute is actually 2.7%. Now, as she begins to wax, and as we're now into Lunar Day 3, this is a great time for using that new moon energy to launch a new project, to launch a new business, if you really must do that during Mercury Retrograde. But if you want to, why not? Give it a try. Visualize, believe. Mercury retrograde can't stop you doing anything. It's just a fact of life. We are actually into that at this very moment with the Mercury retrograde station when actually Mercury stopped moving forward and it began moving direct was actually last Tuesday the 5th, so we're now well and truly into it. This is actually the last day of that being very, very intense, though, for a while. We go into a less intense phase of it from tomorrow the 10th right through until Saturday the 23rd. Then it goes intense on the Sunday through to the 28th. So there's actually only another 4 or 5 days of really intense Mercury retrograde after this. But they're coming a little while later in the month. Crazy, eh? It's all happening in Pisces. This Mercury retrograde is all about Pisces. So there is compassion. There is people caring for each other. And that is so important. Let's take a look down the list of alignments today. Well, the Sun's sextile Saturn. Stable transitions, beneficial delays. We were talking about that yesterday, and a beneficial delay can be just what you need in Mercury retrograde. It can be just what you need any other time as well. Just basically things might appear to have gone wrong because a thing might not happen that you'd planned. What actually we never know is what might have gone wrong if we had actually gone ahead and done the thing we'd planned to do. We never know. Prevention, cure, it's that thing. Sex. The moon is sextile Venus. You can tell what I'm thinking about. A time of great feelings and intentions. A time favourable for meetings. Social interactions go well where people come together. A great time for contemplating the esoteric side of things as well. Mercury square Jupiter, as well as being retrograde. Important communications may be at issue now, basically. We get a fair bit of moral, philosophical debate People aren't just willing to stand still with their beliefs. For whatever reason, that is just the way it is when Mercury squares Jupiter. But Mercury is retrograde, so who knows? Difficult to call. Venus is still square Mars, and passions and desires are coming up on the one hand. On the other hand, there are competitions, there are kind of conflicts, religious issues coming up yet again, because that's just the way people tend to think. And impulsive spending could be I can't get the words this much. Impulsive spending could be an issue. Right, that's the bottom line. Okay, my friends, well, I think that's about as many words as I'm going to manage today. Thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, you know what to do. Leave me a comment. We'll share the journey. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.